Tropical storms, Typhoon Haiyan. In this section, we will be looking into a real-life example of a tropical storm. Typhoon Haiyan hit the Philippines on the 8th of November 2013. It was one of the most powerful storms ever recorded. Tacloban and Cebu in the Philippines were among the worst affected areas, with up to 280 millimeters of rain and winds reaching upwards of 314 kilometers per hour. A storm surge with waves up to 2.3 meters combined with a high tide meant that Tacloban was hit by waves of up to 5 meters. Storm surge is a temporary rise in water level caused by wind pushing waves on shore. The primary effects of this storm were that over 6,300 people were killed and over 1 million homes were severely damaged and/or destroyed. 1.9 million people were made homeless because of the storm, and strong winds damaged electricity lines and the water supplies were contaminated by salt water from the storm surge. The heavy rain and storm surges flooded 600,000 hectares of farmland, and the cost of the damage was estimated to be around $13 billion. The secondary effects were flooding triggered by several landslides, which then blocked roads and delayed the arrival of aid to the people in need. 5.6 million workers lost their jobs after businesses and agricultural land was destroyed. The lack of clean water caused outbreaks of diseases such as dysentery. The Philippines and the wider world had to act quickly. The immediate responses were PAGA-SA, which is the Philippines Meteorological Agency, broadcasted warnings about Typhoon Haiyan 2 days before it made landfall. This led to the evacuation of 800,000 people before the storm. Fishermen were warned not to go to sea, and the Philippines declared a state of emergency, which led to many charities offering aid, like food supplies, shelter, and clean water. Plan International constructed pit latrines for 100,000 people to help prevent the spread of disease. The long-term responses, as a result of the storm, were the UN appealing for $300 million to help fund the rebuild. Charities built new storm-resistant houses for those who had lost their homes, and the Philippine Tourism Board encouraged people to visit the country after the storm by emphasizing that most areas were unaffected and that money raised from the tourism would help the rebuilding process.